If that's what you're into, I'm calling the police, and we'll set up a sting operation. You can go to prison.
All for wings and things.
Yeah.
And now in prison, there will be wings and things.
Wings. Yeah. I wish they served that as Zaxby's. That'd be my number one.
Dreamland has some of the best sauce in barbecue. I don't know what it is, man. I don't know what they got going on, but that sauce is undeniable. Okay. One of my favorite was in downtown Montgomery. But the downtown area in Montgomery, they have a Dreamland's barbecue. They don't miss, bro.
I gave because the baby is able to eat like soft food now. It's like bread, and like little pieces of bread and stuff. So they bring you out that white bread with the sauce. So I got a little piece of that white bread dipped in the sauce and gave to the baby, and he does not like it yet.
I mean, it might be kind of potent for him, honestly, because their sauce got some zest to it.
Yeah, as I ate it, I was like, that's probably why I didn't like it, because there's a little more kick to it than I gave it credit for.
And for a baby, it's probably spicy. To us, it's not at all, but because of that kick, yeah. But shout out to you for letting them try. Got to get the wheels going eventually.
That's what I'm saying. He can try. I let him he can obviously eat the steak, but I had some steak and I let him just taste it.
Yeah.
And I let him. He might not be able to eat everything, but he can taste everything. He just can't chew it. Yeah. So one of these days, I'm trying to loosen a lemon pepper wing and see what he does.
Now, man, we're sitting here talking about food, and that's exactly what the episode is going to be about today. So welcome back to Tricksters podcast. We miss you guys. We don't even know who you are, and we miss you. That's how genuine.
3 cheers for you. Anybody who's watching this, I've missed you.
Yes. And we are coming back to you guys. I want to go ahead and shout out really quickly. The Boston Celtics are going up 2-0 on the Brooklyn Nets. That was one of the most stressful games I've ever watched in my life. Oh my God. And I didn't even get to catch everything because I had things going on, but heck of a fourth quarter. Very happy that they went up 2-0 because going back to Brooklyn, not even down, but tied, that didn't look good, especially the circumstances with Robert Williams and all that stuff. But loving the playoffs right now. I think the Warriors are up 2. Utah and the Mavericks are tied. The Grizzlies are tied with the Minnesota Vikings. The Minnesota Timberwolves, I'm not used to them being in the playoffs. It's hard to say their name. And surprisingly, the Suns are tied, but they blame it on the hamstring of Devin Booker, who was going crazy at the moment. However, even though he had 31 in the first half, they were still down to the Pelicans. So kind of strange, showing some weaknesses with the Suns. And then on the east side, as we're recording, Toronto and Philly are playing. Again, Boston's up 2-0. The Heat are up 2-0, and the Bucks are playing right now in Chicago. No, they're playing at Milwaukee, playing against Chicago. So we'll see how that goes. But just wanted to run through that really quickly before we get to the points of this episode. So today we are going to talk about the top 5 of our personal. I want to hear you guys. If y'all put them in the comments, throw them in there. You might give us some ideas, but your top 5 restaurants, my man, not just in general, but fast food, which is going to slim it down a little bit. And I don't want to just judge on taste, but I want to throw service in there and quick.
Yeah, absolutely. That's one of the things I was thinking about. We discussed having this episode. I was trying to think through my top 5. I was like, well, there's got to be some parameters to it. Right. Service has to be one of those parameters because Wendy's, their food is top 5. However, their service drops them out of my top 20. Their service might be the worst in the fast food industry. But if I ever see Wendy in public, it's on site.
We talk trash about Wendy's on this show, and I still pull up sometimes and always am disappointed. They don't miss in terms of missing the miss. They don't miss. Me and Q were desperate for food on the way to this wedding, bro. And Wendy's was the only place on the way there that we looked up. We stopped there, Lines moving. I'm like, this is good. Figured out when I got to the intercom, the line's moving because they didn't accept any cards at the time. It was only cash. And in 2022, how many people have cash, bro? Just hang on.
I have not had cash on me in years.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if I have cash, it's because somebody just paid me in cash, which is in my wallet now, and I'm still going to take it to the bank and make it digital because I run things. You get that? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So anyway, but with that said, I want the parameters to be like the quality of service, how quickly you're in and out of the line, and then flavor obviously plays a big role. So I want to throw those out there, kind of see what we get. But instead of running through your 5 like we do for the NFL draft picks and everything else, I want us to kind of go back and forth, like stack the 5 against the 5, 4 against 4. I might have to start with number 1, but I think I can do this. I think we got,
bro. We might have the same number 1, bro. We might. If service is one of the parameters on it, bro, come on.
Possibly. So, do you want to go first? Am I gonna go first?
We'll go. I'll give my 5. You'll give your 5, and we'll do it. We'll alternate them. How's that sound?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. It's kind of hard for me to do like service. Service is tricky because some franchises have service, but one location might just be off. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The service is usually good. There's usually just a big line there, but the service is usually it's not bad service. It's just there's a lot of quantity coming through the line. But with the biggest con to this place is the amount of time you spend waiting for it, just because there's a lot of people in line. The service is good. The taste is.
I feel like I know where you're.
I'm at Zaxby's, bro.
My man. Okay, so Zaxby's is going to be higher on mine, but go ahead.
Zaxby's only low on my list just because how much time it takes to get through the line physically.
The thing with Zaxby's is the service itself, in my opinion, is above par. It's not as superb as Chick-fil-A, but it's above par. I never really run into trouble with them, but like you said, because they're so good, the line is long as crap, and they don't have a system like Chick-fil-A and Slim Chickens. They don't have that type of system. So I'm with you. That's a pretty good thing.
The Zax sauce, bro, just
I don't even like sauce. You know me. I'm one of them weird guys. I don't like sauce on my fries. That Zax sauce gets opened up for those fries, buddy.
Whenever I get the Kickin' Chicken sandwich meal or the wings and things,
I'm a wings and things guy. All day.
Sometimes I'll get a hanker for that wings and things, or usually I'm a wings and things guy, but sometimes I want that chicken sandwich.
Don't say hanker.
I'm sorry, it slipped out. But they give you the ranch, and I'm like, I don't need that ranch, bro. Just take that ranch out and give me another Zax sauce before I set it off. Before I set it off, that'll be 25 cents. I don't give a fuck if it's $10. Run it up. Give me my fucking shit. Put it in the bag before I get ignorant in this drive-through. I don't own a gun. Well,
you're enthusiastic.
I don't own a gun that I can carry in my car and pull. I've got a shotgun. It takes a whole lot to get that thing out in a car. Yeah, it takes some maneuvering. It takes some skill. But if I had a handgun, bro, local man arrested after robbing Zaxby's. For what, you ask? No money was touched. Man made off with 17 gallons of Zaxby's sauce. Bro, they arrest
have that on hand.
They arrest me, hands behind my back, walking me out. Just Zaxby's sauce all over my face.
Bro, why would they have 17 gallons on hand? That seems like a lot.
They need it.
I agree. No, it's tough. That sauce is tough. They're going to be a little bit above my 5, man.
But yeah, they're my 5 just for the reason. The only reason they're only at 5 is because the line is so long.
It's the process. Zaxby's is very unique in their flavor. So when you want it, you don't want anything else. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Bro. Because you have restaurants like Jack's and Chick-fil-A where I know they taste how they taste, but you can kind of get that anywhere else, low key.
Bro, the spicy fried mushrooms.
Man, I haven't even tried those.
Bro.
Those cheese curds, dude.
I'm not a huge fan of the cheese curds, bro. I don't really like cheese curds from anywhere. They're okay, but it's one of those things that people really hyped up a lot. And when I finally tried them, they were okay. They were just okay. That's one of my big things. If somebody hypes up food a lot, then I get it, and it's just okay. I'm kind of disappointed.
By the way, you are one of those people that you automatically decide to not like it until if people hype something up, you just don't. You go in, you don't want it.
I'm a defiant type dude, bro. Game of Thrones, I didn't watch it because everybody talked about how good it was, and I'm just a defiant type guy. I'd never watched it because everybody hyped it up.
Same with Fresh Prince, and I think I've said it on this show before, but the fact that you were born in '93 and never watched the Lick of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is crazy to me. That might
I didn't know Nickelodeon was a thing until 1999. So the first 6 years of my life, I was just strictly Cartoon Network. I didn't know there's anything else.
Now, honestly, though, in '99, that's when SpongeBob dropped. That's when Nick at Night kind of started in '99, 2000.
Really?
And so you still weren't late to the party at that point.
Okay, I didn't know. So I don't know how Nick at Night. I don't know how any of that shit went because I also had a PlayStation. So like, when I wasn't watching cartoons, I was playing the game.
Yeah. No, I didn't have my own PlayStation until I was like 14, and it was still my dad's. He just bought another one. So, yeah, I mean, TV was everything for me growing up, watching basketball, cartoons, everything. So, nah, man, that's a great number 5. That means your next 4 are going to be really strong because Zaxby's is a little bit above that for me. I think number 5 for me is going to be, I'd say this is going to be tough. I'm going to go with Chipotle, man. Chipotle is going to be on number 5. I love how good the food is, but there are ramifications, my friend. Ramifications that have you sitting on a very specific seat in which you have no clothes on.
What color is the seat, bro?
It's usually white.
Okay, yeah. I think I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Picking up what I'm putting down, and it's got like a little opening between your legs. So yeah, I mean, it's amazing in flavor, but you pay for it on the back end in a big way, in a mud pie way. But with that said, I also have it at number 5, simply because the service is technically good. They don't have to be good. That's the thing about their structure. It's cafeteria style, so you literally just tell them what you want. They don't have to really be nice. They can just not say anything, put it on there, and you're good. So it's not necessarily service, but the lines, as fast as they want to move, those lines are long at every Chipotle on earth during any type of eating hour. So with that said, they're going to be my number 5, strictly off the taste, bro. I love how good they taste. So
yeah. It loses points to me because you can't go through the drive-through.
Right. That too, man.
If you could go through the drive-through, because Panda Express is similar in like style. Like it's the same thing, except for they have a drive-through.
They have a drive-through.
And be careful, bro. Panda might be on number 4, bro. Be careful.
Honestly, since you said it, I'm like, wow. But Panda Express also will have you seated on that white throne.
Big time, bro.
Bucket naked.
I don't know if I'm going to put Panda my number 4, though, because they taste great. And the drive-through usually isn't busy. And since it's made, you just got to scoop that junk and put it in the box and give it to you. It's pretty dummy proof. But that grilled teriyaki chicken and the noodles, man, come on, man.
And when they give you a little bit more sauce than they should.
That's the thing, bro. They give you like the sauce packet, so it's up to you, bro. It's your world. Sauce it up how you want.
Hey,
but that chicken by itself with no sauce is just—it's
tough. I'm like, bro, is this real chicken? Like, what are they doing to it?
I didn't even I wasn't a big Panda guy for a long time, just because I just guess I didn't know what to get there. And my coworker had it the other day. Well, I say the other day, like a couple months ago, and I smelled it. I was like, that smells really good. What is that? I know it's panda, but like, what did you get? So I mentioned the grilled chicken. It's like bomb.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, you know what? I'd already eaten lunch, but hey, I'm going to Panda Express and I'm going to see what it's about.
Bro.
And bro.
That teriyaki, and my second favorite from them is the orange chicken. The only difference is you're a lot like, I know y'all like noodles, period, in your household. My wife likes noodles, but I'm a rice guy. Don't know why. I just switched the noodles for the rice. Put that soy sauce on that rice, bro. It's
yeah, I'm a noodle guy, but I do also like rice. There's actually some rice in the fridge right now because that Chinese restaurant that I told you about in Birmingham.
Yeah,
we went there on. I picked some up on Monday because Hannah had her conference or her class that she has to do like the teleconference for. Yeah. So she said she went cooking. So like, you know what? I'm just going to run to Red Pearl and pick something up. And I've got some rice left over that she says she's going to fry up one of these days.
That's a good time.
Right. Yeah, I am a noodle guy, but I'm not a noodle guy because I hate rice. I'm also a rice guy.
Man.
Can't go wrong with either one.
I swear.
But that being said, I think for the sake of the video, I'm not putting McDonald's in my top.
Oh my top. God. No. I wouldn't even thought of it.
The one by my house, like the service is immaculate. I love that. I love
Which
that
is
McDonald's.
Great. The fact that you keep bragging on, I'm like, bro, this is one in a million. I've never been to a McDonald's that I liked.
Bro, it is a diamond in the rough. This McDonald's. They're fantastic as far as the service goes. It's on par. It's on par with Chick-fil-A, bro. It is. A McDonald's is on par with Chick-fil-A. I'm dead ass.
I'm calling cap. There's no way they're on par with Chick-fil-A. I don't know, bro. Maybe I don't know. How do you do that? What did they do different?
We'll go through the drive-thru one day, bro. You'll see. Bro, they hand you your food out and you can just drive by and just grab it. Like you don't even have to stop. They got it going on at that one McDonald's, but I can't put it in my top 5 because I know that's a 1 in a million type scenario. So, but I think Panda Express will be my number 4, bro. Just because there is a drive-through, and you're usually in and out of there, and the teriyaki chicken and noodles, it just gets me just absolutely bricked up. You ever wake up in the morning and like look forward to what you're going to eat for lunch that day?
Yeah,
that's me. I wake up, I'll be in the shower, I'm about to get some Panda Express, and I just look forward to Panda Express until lunchtime, and then I get after it.
Man, now I think of one of the restaurants I'm going to name later because it's technically a fast food, but I'm gonna go ahead and name as my number 4 Zaxby's. I'm gonna go with Zaxby's for similar reasons. Number 1, the flavor is, as far as restaurants that serve chicken in a fast food fashion, there's no better to me. Outside of like, if you want traditional like breast and thigh and all that stuff, Popeyes, yes, I'm gonna go with Popeyes. Okay. But I'm talking about you're working, you need lunch real quick, you're not trying to like get all greasy. I'm going with Zaxby's by far. They're just so good. Service, like I said, is pretty good. It's never really an issue. The other day, they had like a 16 or 17-year-old taking our orders. My wife's right there next to me in the car with my kids in the back, and she was trying to flirt with me. Like it was like literal. Like I'm not picking up weird signs. No, it was like, what are you doing? But anyway, man. And she had a little friend out there with her, like kind of playing around. So that may have encouraged her. But anyway, if you go to Zaxby's, you might get flirted with underage women, is what I'm saying. So
if that's what you're into, I'm calling the police, and we'll set up a sting operation. You can go to prison.
All for wings and things.
Yeah.
And now in prison, there will be wings and things.
Yeah. I wish they served that at Zaxby's. That'd be my number one.
Why can you never behave, bro? I tried to one up you, and you just couldn't let me.
One thing I will say about Zaxby's, one of the only cons is that they have that bullshit ass like freestyle machine that I hate.
Mm-hmm.
It's like every drink you get, it's like, oh, I love this Coke that tastes like it has a splash of orange high C in it. There's always just a splash of something that doesn't belong there.
Mm.
Or you'll hit the button and it'll be straight carbonated water coming out. That's lovely. I like that.
The worst, bro. I don't personally go inside of the Zaxby's spot, but I don't usually care as much about the drinks as you do. We've kind of always been that way.
Yeah, usually, the when I used to live in Hoover, I would go inside because that Zaxby's is always just booming out of the fucking gym. But I would do an online order, and I would just skip the line and go in to get my food, and it was just faster that way.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, now, man, that's going to be my number 4. So I'll start off with number 3.
Go ahead.
Number 3 is going to be, and
come on, man.
It's a tough one, bro.
Come on, man. I got my top 3 nailed down. 1, 2, 3, bro.
You're gonna be disappointed in me, man.
I feel like I might be, bro.
I'm gonna roll with that number 3. I'm gonna roll with Chick-fil-A, bro. And I know. What? Well, John, a family, you do too now. But when your kid starts eating Chick-fil-A, and when you have children, you want things to happen even quicker than you already do now, which is mind-boggling for you because we're both just A-type personalities. We just want it done. We don't really care about the frou-frou and the flamboyant stuff. We just want A to B as quick as possible. So, with that said, man, Chick-fil-A is just very, like, no matter how many people are in line, it should not move that quick. And it does every single time. And we appreciate that. And what I told you in the past is obviously I like the taste of Zaxby's. I mentioned that already, more than Chick-fil-A. But the convenience and the service and the fact that Zaxby's, at every now and then, I had their 5 fingers plate yesterday, double fries, no coleslaw, keep that off my plate. They did not flavor the fingers. It's like they took them right out of the fryer and gave them to me. Bland as all get out. Thankfully, I had a lot of Zaxby's sauce, so it still made up. But that extra flavor, like, you know how well flavored they are, and you look forward to that. I still enjoy the meal, but it was because I just drenched it in the sauce, which I usually don't have to do because you love the chicken flavor too. But with Chick-fil-A, they don't miss. Like, it's not the best in the world. It's definitely not the worst, but it tastes the same every single time. Every single time. You get that Polynesian sauce, and then you pull it out, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Polynesian sauce, bro. Polynesian sauce versus Zaxby sauce, bro. Who you got?
Wow, I'm gonna go Polynesian, bro.
I'm not making it.
So good.
I'm not making a choice. You can't make me,
bro. Imagine Polynesian sauce on a Zaxby's club.
Imagine Polynesian sauce on anything.
Right. Zax sauce is great, but Polynesian's so smooth. It's got a little weight to it. It's just good, man.
1 second, bro. Come on, man. Come on, man.
So we know your decision.
Nah, they don't sell Zaxby sauce like this. If they did, there'd be a bunker under my house, and that's all there would be is Zaxby sauce. I'd have a pool in my backyard full of it, like Scrooge McDuck.
There'd be a bottle like next to the sink in the bathroom.
Yep.
And a sauce.
Wow. use our sauce to make your sauce. That's so nasty. Bro, the thought of Zaxby sauce on my God. It just Bro, you know how slippery your shit would be for weeks? You gotta get a Brillo pad to your shit.
Bro, if you get it on the end, oh my God.
We're getting off topic. That can be another video for another day. That was your number 3, Chick-fil-A?
Chick-fil-A is my number 3, man. So if you want to come in with number 3 for you, so far I've got Chick-fil-A 3, Zaxby's 4, 5 Chipotle.
I'm gonna go with Milo's for number 3. Shout out.
I like it.
Come on, man.
Bro.
These things I like. Bro, the shit I'm talking about that I like, bro, I live it, bro. I live this life. I like what I like, and I support them.
Let me research this, because I think there's either one or no Milo's up here at all.
They're not anywhere but Alabama, and it's almost worth living in Alabama to have Milo's, bro.
Promise you that.
And we have another exclusive that's coming up on my list.
There is one in Decatur. So not even in Huntsville, Madison. I'd have to drive 30 minutes to go to a Milo's from here. So that's probably why I miss them, because I never go. And when I'm in Birmingham, I'm doing other things. I'm not worried about Milo's. So, but good choice.
Milo's honey mustard, another one of the sauces, bro.
Bro, they are king of honey mustard. Why is it that good? It doesn't even make sense. Bro. Because their other sauces suck.
Be careful, bro. Be very careful.
Other than the Milo sauce. Like
Milo sauce, I don't like Milo sauce very much. It's okay. But the Boom Boom sauce,
I've never had them.
Double O sauce. Bro, one of my coworkers one day, we were going to Milo's for lunch, and we were just like deciding where to go. And so we could go to Milo's. He was like, "Oh, bro, double O sauce." I was like, "Yeah, that shit's good." He says, "Yeah, man, double O sauce gives me a double O face." And I was like, "Yeah." And he was about it, bro. It was.
What is a double O face? I'm lost.
An O face, like when you have an orgasm. But yeah, bro, their sauces.
Why do we choose to describe this way?
What's up?
Why do we do this? Why do we choose to describe things so expressively?
That wasn't me describing it. That was another guy I worked with. But we were on the same wavelength. We understood each other.
You said that Polynesian sauce gets you bricked up.
It does, and I mean it. You're not imagining taking.
Yo, yeah, John, this episode's over. No way, bro. Oh my God, man.
Oh man. Nah, bro. Milo's is my number 3 because their chicken fingers just the chicken fingers.
Sometimes they're undercooked though.
But they get me where I need to go.
Which is
to the top of the mountain.
The summit.
The summit. But their sweet tea obviously is coursing through my veins. But the chicken fingers with the honey mustard and the sweet tea. Sometimes their fries ain't hitting on nothing because they don't season them. Yeah. But you can get them to give you some seasoned fries too. Man,
that's the reason Jack's didn't make my top 5, and you made me right.
You, Gene?
Hey, Jack's up here is awful. I don't know what their issue is. Bro. Every Jack, come up here next week or whatever. I'm gonna take you every Jack's you want to go to.
We've been friends for so long. I just knew Jack's was in your top 5.
And I love you. And I told you when we started, you're going to be disappointed. But Jack's up here. There are like 3 different locations. They are awful, bro. Bad.
Well, is it just the food there sucks, or is it service?
The service, the food is so. I've stopped going. I haven't gone to Jack's in a very long time.
That's unfortunate, bro. I'm sorry to hear that.
Literally, if I travel though, like usually when I'm traveling on the east side of Alabama, there's going to be Jack's in the country, right? They are on. I mean, really, really good.
Back when I moved furniture, me and the guy I work with all the time, we worked together every day for over a year, and we come up with a hypothesis that every small town, if there's nothing, there's a Dollar General and a Jack's.
I was literally going to say it in the reverse order. There's a Jack's and a Dollar General, no matter what. Yeah.
And sure enough, like, what do you want to eat? And then we'll start to get into where we're going. This looks like a Jack's town. And sure enough, you're around the corner. There it is.
Every time, bro. I've learned that track well, which is convenient though, because I mean, from a business perspective, that's a genius idea to market to those areas. Because number one, people are always looking for something in those areas, and the fact that you cater to that audience, I think that's brilliant. Because somebody's got to eat out there. You may not hit all the big cities because you're not going to see Jack's in the middle of Atlanta and stuff like that. But they're like, cool, we'll go out here where people.
Well, you're not going to see Jack's outside of Alabama anyway.
Right, that's true. But they're like, we'll get into the towns where we see some white hooded folks at night. We'll get into those and sell out.
You know, I can't stand them, but they make a hell of a biscuit.
Wow, as colorful as it gets. But anyway, man, they are not going to make I'm so sorry, bro. They are. I'm telling you, you are going to want to fight. Knowing you, you're going to want to, bro. It's so, every one of them. I can bring my wife in here. She will back me on this. We have been frustrated over the last 4.5 years on the reputation that Jack's has, and 3 locations up here are just crapping on it. Sorry, man.
I'm heartbroken right now, bro. I really am. It hurts me to see. It hurts me to hear that. As somebody who rides for Jack's, because Alabama has a couple of exclusive restaurants, Jack's and Milo's being 2 of them, and I'll put them 2 up against any other state exclusive restaurants in America.
Oh yeah, for sure. The Jack's I remember, like the one in Montgomery, amazing. Birmingham throughout, they're all amazing. And like I said, in the country, but bro, they don't season it right. Sometimes the fries don't. I literally so I probably haven't ordered since last year. We're sitting in April. I probably hadn't had Jack's since January or last year. And every time I go, I have to ask for the salt that they season the fries with. And sometimes they get it right, and I just throw the salt away. But the majority of the time, I have to sit there and sift it over the fries because they just don't season those. The chicken is usually undercooked or just awful or overcooked. It's just, I don't know what it is, bro. But by the way, I don't know if they're getting their honey mustard from the same place as Milo's, but it goes nuts.
I'm a burger guy at Jack's, so I don't get honey mustard, but I have it. I've had it before, and it or comeback sauce from Jack's.
Ooh. I've never had it. Just take care of me when I come in town, man.
Bro, you know,
we got a couple of places.
You know the things I've said about Polynesian sauce and Zaxby sauce? It applies for comeback sauce as well.
Those things that you said. Specifically. Yeah. Okay.
Because Zaxby sauce and comeback sauce are really similar. I think comeback sauce might have a little more spice to it, though.
I like spice. We're friends because you're a spicy guy.
A zesty one. What was your number 3?
My number 3 was Chick-fil-A.
And you said Jack's wasn't going to make your top 2. That's unfortunate. But I'll go ahead and let you know it's my turn to hit my number 2, right?
It's on you.
Because I did Zaxby's, Panda,
Milo's.
And so number 2 is probably going to be Jack's.
Okay. Interesting.
Unfortunately, up there where you're at, They just don't do it right.
It's
But down
so
here, you got to pick what time you go and the location that you go to avoid a big line.
Mhm.
But usually you can get in and out pretty quick. They've got everything you want, bro. Chicken fingers, fried chicken, burgers, milkshakes. Like, their milkshakes go nuts. They might have the best milkshake in the fast food industry in Alabama.
You know what makes me sad, bro? Is that I'm so extremely lactose intolerant that I have not been able to enjoy a milkshake for years. Since I was 21. I'm 29, bro.
That hurts me for you.
Bro, I can eat cheese and have a little bit of an upset stomach. I can have things like sour cream. I know you hate it. And still have gas or something. So I can deal with those things as long as I know I'm going to be alone or it's late at night. Milkshakes don't just make me go to the restroom. They do that too, but they literally shut everything down. Like I'm talking about cramping. Like I don't want to talk. It's bad. It's sad. It's like almost, I wouldn't even say that on air. I'm not going to say that. Women, their cycle is a completely different thing. I'm not going to compare it to that, but it crushes my soul. Like it's bad. So I can't even compare. Like when I go to Steak and Shake, for example, those milkshake flavors are just staring at me. They look so good. You go to a Dairy Queen, and I can't enjoy this stuff. It sucks, bro.
That's if somebody came in my house and told me, "Hey, man, you can't have a milkshake anymore," I just tell them to put a bullet right between my eyes. I don't want to live. It's not a life worth living, bro. I'm really, my heart breaks for you not be able to have a milkshake,
bro. Me and Q,
there's a Smoky, or Jackson's Smoky Mountain Fudge milkshake, bro. It's so good.
It just sounds good. Me and Q I had a little bit of ice cream at I forgot what the place is called. It's downtown Birmingham. It's on the south side on like 3rd Avenue South. It's further on the east side than you would expect. But it's like a nice little development over there. A couple of restaurants. It's where the Red Cat is. No. Anyway, the point is I had a little bit of ice cream there on our way back to the house, and before I even finished, just gas. Like it's that fast. So imagine an entire milkshake, bro.
That's gonna be rough. But yeah, Jack's is it just makes my list just because the bigger Jack, chicken fingers, fries, fried chicken. They'll do like the limited time, like the boneless wing joints are good.
Mm-hmm.
They just do a lot of things at a high level. So they've got something for everybody at Jack's. The service is usually pretty good.
Not here.
Just depends on what location you go to and what time of day. Because if you go, there's one by my work, but that's like the only food option off that exit. So if you go during lunchtime, it's going to be crowded. Mm-hmm. But if you wait a little bit, you can usually slip in and out of there 5-10 minutes.
Bro, I would compare the Jack's close to my father-in-law's house in Huntsville. I would compare that to Wendy's. It can be 2 cars in line, you being one of them. You will wait for well more than 5-10 minutes and not get what you wanted. You pull up to the window and they're playing music or something. It's a bunch of young folks that just don't care about anything. It's a bad experience. I'm trying to tell you, when you come up here, I'll show you around to what you don't like. And when I go to Birmingham, you show me all the good things so I can be joyful.
That's not a fair trade, bro. You're going to bring me up there and depress me? That way I can.
I think it is. I'll get the entertainment, though, out of you. So you see what I'm.
You'll get to see me commit arson. That's always a laugh.
A goof.
Yeah. But that's my number 2 is Jack's.
My number 2 is going to be a place you stop going to so much because they are completely overpriced. You betcha. It is Five Guys Burgers and Fries, buddy. They're going to be like, they listen to me when I tell you this. They are one of the best tasting places on this planet. They don't specialize in like the burgers that you might get at certain places. So it's not going to compete on the burger side with a, what is it called? The Shake Shack. It's not going to compete too well with that.
Bro, Shake Shack, it ruined me one time. Bro, I ate it on my lunch break, and I was in somebody's house christening their bathroom. I felt so bad.
Bro, when somebody says ruin me.
Bro, that is the first and only time I've ever had Shake Shack. I won't know.
Shake Shack has never done that to me, but I hear that from other people.
It's very good. I had a great time while I was eating it. I've never paid more severely and as quickly as I paid for it. Like it's you loan somebody some money and then they immediately 5 minutes later, like, I need that back. That's how quickly it just ruined my shit.
Bro, that is to think about. But I've heard other people say that. For me, it doesn't. I don't know if I'm ordering something different. But you got Shake Shack and BurgerFi are my top two like burger places in terms of taste, because it's just quality stuff, man. But Five Guys is kind of the same reason I chose Chick-fil-A, where it's the same every single time. You get a lot of options on what you want to throw in your burgers, man. And those fries, bro, just off the strength of the fries alone, that's why they come in.
I'm so glad this camera is only from here up right now. I'm getting excited.
Heart rates are rising. But man, and I mean, again, it's overpriced, but you're gonna be full. You can even order the one patty, and you're gonna get full.
You're gonna be more than full. You're gonna take it back.
You're gonna be full, and then you're gonna be full on. You know,
your stomach's gonna be full, and you'll have a full erection.
You'll be realized by yourself and others. So, nah, man, I mean, they're going to come in at number 2. And I can drop number 1 first. It is going to be sad and disappointing to everybody. And I know this probably makes me a square, bro. Yeah, I'm sure you can name it. Go ahead, bro.
I can't, bro. I thought Chick-fil-A would for sure be your number 1.
No, heck no. Not at all.
Just off of service alone. But drop your number 1, bro. I really don't know.
I eat this like every day of my life.
Oh, yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Yeah. It's Subway, y'all. It's Subway.
Subway. Yes, sir. It is. I get it. Okay. Firehouse subs. Ooh, they have more flavors and they fresh cut the meat. Shut up, man. Firehouse subs has me going like, what happened to you at the Shake Shack? Firehouse subs makes me want to call the fire department because things are getting out of me in a fast way. And it gets hot in that bathroom. Believe that.
Bro, Firehouse made me throw up one time. And if something makes me throw up, it's often like I don't eat it anymore.
Facts. Me and Q were talking about that the other day where it's been over a year since I've had a Jimmy Dean like biscuit, the pre-prepared breakfast biscuits.
Uh-huh.
I had 8. You know how they say your body changes every 7 years or whatever? I've been eating those things since high school, bro.
Bro, that was my go-to in high school. 2 of those biscuits in the morning.
Easy. I'm good. And you put them in the microwave for like 60 seconds. You get them, you run, you go to work. Bro, I've been cooking my breakfast before work for over a year because that made me throw up one time. And I was like, that was weird. Maybe that's on me. The next morning, I threw up everything again. I was like, okay, clearly I'm allergic to this stuff now, whatever's in here. Or if they change the recipe, whatever. But what you said, like, it making me throw up, I haven't even tried to touch it. Like, just looking at it makes me like, nope, no way. Because throwing up is a bad process, man. I don't like it. Subway's number 1. If you hadn't noticed, my whole top 5 is based on consistency. And you can't mess that up. Like, everything comes separately and you just put it together in front of me. So I really appreciate that. You can mix it up with Subway, man. I mean, sometimes you can get that that steak and cheese with the Chipotle sauce. Sometimes you can go with Italian D&T, spicy Italian. You can go a couple of different areas, man.
Ding, ding, ding. Spicy Italian.
Go ahead.
Spicy Italian. Ding, ding, ding. We're done. Give it.
Right.
Give it here.
But yeah, man, I'm gonna go with them just based off consistency, and it's who I am. I can eat a sandwich every day of my life, especially going.
I got away from Subway for a while just because every time I went, they were always out of what I wanted. And then Hannah was like, "Hey," I was like asking her what else she got for lunch. There's a Subway. I don't really like Subway. Well, I know you, and you would like the spicy Italian. And I was like, never had that before, but I'll see what it's talking about. Bro, there's a reason we're married, because she knows what I like, and I don't. But that spicy Italian, I was like, my God.
You can't tell. You don't know what you. She has to tell you everything.
I know what I like, but there's I wouldn't think I like the spicy Italian.
Right.
But she's like, you would like that. No, I don't think I would, but you know what? I'll give you a shot. And she's literally never steered me wrong and stuff that she thinks that I like. But your number one is Subway, which is kind of anticlimactic. It
is. It is sad that we got to number one. I feel sorry for me, honestly.
My number one is going to be Chick-fil-A, just based off of consistency and service. And
did you just say your number one is Chick-fil-A?
Just based off service alone, it puts it at number one.
I'm so proud of you. You've made it to the other side. I appreciate. You used to hate Chick-fil-A. Not hate, but you hated the fact that people thought they were better than Zaxby's, which flavor-wise, clearly they're not. But when you think of it, like you said, the parameters we have, I'm not mad at your number one. I'm not.
It's only number one because the service is so good. If service had nothing to do with it, it wouldn't be in the top 5, bro. It's very consistent. It might be number 5 because the taste is still good. It's good, but the service just takes it up to the top.
If they had the same service that Popeyes has, they would not be a business. And that's why I think they have what they have. It's like, it's not that they taste bad, but it's not anything to be excited about. Like, oh, I gotta have Chick-fil-A today. You have cravings, but if they had bad service, bro, they'd be.
Who do you think you are being closed on Sunday? All these other people on my top 5, they're here for you 24/7, 365. And you'll be closed on Sunday? Honorable mention, bro.
What you got?
My 1A. It's not really. It is a fast food place, but it is very specific in its location. There are not many of them around. It is a Florida. It's in Navarre. Yeah.
Oh my God. That's one of the places you hyped up that I was like, John doesn't usually hype anything up. So I got to see what's going on. Bro, I don't know if this is going to sound bad. My mouth was wet while I was eating it. Like, I've had it once. That one time was enough to let me, like, I want to go back whenever I'm near Navarre. And I'm going to get up in there.
It's Tops. It's Tops Burgers, everybody. If you're ever in Navarre and you want to just be sexually aroused for the next 4 hours, get you a burger.
Nah, man. It has been another episode of Tricksters Podcast. Appreciate you guys for watching, supporting, man. We're going to come back at you guys. NFL Draft is next week. We're very excited about that. We're hoping to do a live stream. Yeah, our special guest, Polynesian Sauce, may not see it at least above the waist of Jonathan in the near future. He might get rid of it all tonight in a weird way. So with that said, thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you next time. If you like what you saw, please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Tricksters Podcast. We really appreciate the support and growing the community. You can also find us on Instagram. You can find us on Spreaker. You can find us on Apple iTunes Podcasts.
You can find us pretty much anywhere a podcast can exist. Spotify, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio. We're everywhere. You know, if you have any comments, if you want to join the community, you can find us on Facebook as well. Yes, we are a little bit older. Old people do things on Facebook. That's okay. It's okay. You can follow us on Facebook. We have a page there for questions, involvement, anything there. Again, Instagram as well. I'm always posting to our story, posting reels before and after episodes that clip out good parts of what we do here at Tricksters Podcast. So, again, appreciate your support for watching. Catch you guys soon.